concrete, lay my foundation in the streets. I'm MC Hammer, too legit to quit. That's why I'm steady dropping more hits. When you see me, you see a platinum brother. Yes, a skinny black strap mother lover. I'm a legend, I've been around the world. Boy, I might have fornicated with your girl. Y'all like I'm on the water with it. If the convo not about money, you're not permitted. I'm on to new and bigger, better things. I'm always gonna be shining the Apostle King. Clap, clap for me. I need everybody to clap for me. Clap, clap for me. While I celebrate my legacy. Clap, clap for me. I need everybody to clap for me. Clap, clap for me. While I celebrate my legacy. They wanna know where the fur will be. Steady getting money, staying in the wing. Over 100 M's on the dash. TRS truck, man, that boy fast. Brown choppers got feet where I stay slick. And you know I stay coordinated with the fit. When I'm smoking, I fly you to the moon. While I sit by myself talking to the moon. I'm making cheese, no nachos. While I'm eating tacos with cilantros. Living a life I thought I'd never live. But my journey never over, I got more to give. Be hyper icon, legend in my city. Let me tell you what I done, but with no pity. Went to Iraq to perform for the soldiers. Who can say they done that? Boy, the game over. Clap, clap for me. I need everybody to clap for me. Clap, clap for me. While I celebrate my legacy.
Shout out Talk 7, we up top when we get down. It's your boy Get This D. D Smith in the house with another Get This D.
Oh, there we go. What is going on? Wait. Hey, hello. Testing one, two. Shout out Talk 7, we up top, we get down. I am Get This D. D Smith in the house on another Get This D R&B Thursday nights. Yeah, starting a little late, running a little late. You know, we was rocking with bottle service. So shout out to everybody that tuned in over there on bottle service. But now we here at Get This D R&B Thursday nights. Let's kick it off with the homeboy Lamar Creations, man. Exotic. Shop Talk 7, Get This D R&B Thursday nights. Let's get it. Bring them aunties out. It is time, baby. Get them vibes going, dog. Let's go.
Come on. Wanna make you feel right. Tell me what I so wrong. Baby, it's been so long since I've had you here. Come on. Can I make you feel good? Like you make me feel good. So good. Even though it's your job. Girl, it ain't your fault, I'm in love with a dancer. So exotic. Moves in perfect harmony. So melodic. The way she doing the dance. Even though it's your job. Girl, it ain't your fault that I'm in love with a dancer. So exotic. Woo. So melodic. The way she doing the dance. Even though it's your job. Girl, it ain't your fault, I'm in love with a dancer. Right here. I'ma do you right here. As soon as we done, we go another round. Cause I ain't had you here in so long. And the feed is growing so strong. Can you tell me what I'm so wrong? I know it's your job, but girl, it ain't my fault. I'm in love with a dancer. So exotic. Moves in perfect harmony. So melodic. The way she doing a dance. Even though it's your job, girl, it ain't your fault. I'm in love with a dancer. So exotic. Woo. So melodic. The way she doing a dance. Even though it's your job. Girl, it ain't your fault. I'm in love with a dancer. job. Girl, it ain't your fault that I'm in love with her. Dance so exotic. So melodic. The way she doing her dance, her dance, her dance, her dance, her dance. Girl, it ain't your fault I'm in love with a dancer.
What's good, y'all? It's the boy Trosh, man. Right now, you checking in with the bros. Get this D at Media Monics right here on Shop Talk 7 on my radio Chicago, where it's more than radio. It's Trosh.
Shop Talk 7, we up top, but we get down. I am Get This D. Welcome to another episode of Get This D, R&B Thursdays, man. Yeah, bringing you the dopest, some of the dopest, man, from Chicago's R&B scene. So make sure y'all tap in and, clock these artists, dog. For real, clock these artists. You know, the soundtrack don't lie. For real, for real. So make sure y'all tap in Mondays through Fridays, 7 to 9 p.m. right here on my radio Chicago, where it is more than radio. Tap into tap into R&B Tuesdays, man, with Nanette. Shout out to Nanette, the boy Smooch Wallace, and the boy Ron Reed. And also tap into Reckless Wednesdays, where you can catch them acting a complete fool, man. So make sure y'all tap in on Wednesdays. And of course, we here on Thursday, so you got me on Thursday. So stick around, baby. We're gonna have a good conversation. And also, man, tap in with the boy Cypher Sick on Review Fridays, man. So make sure y'all tap in all week long, man, to Shop Talk 7, where it is more than radio. We up top, but we get down, all right? What up, everybody? I'm your boy Get This D in the building, man. So thank y'all for tuning in and rocking with me. Thank y'all for being patient. Like I said, we spent a little time on bottle service, man, so I split duties. So I started here a little a little late. So, we getting into it, but guess what? We are here. So thank you for being here, whether you guys are tuning in on Facebook, YouTube, StreamYard, the Roku app, whether you guys are hitting us up at www.supportdistrictradio.com/stations/Chicago. Whether you guys are tapping in at the Live 365 app, which you can download, or the SDR app. You know, Support District Radio got an app, so make sure y'all download that for the iPhone or for the Android, okay? And like I said, man, make sure y'all tap in on all those platforms, okay? My Radio Chicago, Shop Talk 7, we up top, but we get down, dog. All right, shout out to the boy Lamar Creations, man, bringing us in with Exotic. That is the Auntie Anthem. The Auntie Anthem, man. If y'all like moo-moos, yeah, let's bring the moo-moos out right here. Just bring the moo-moos out. Shout out to the boy Lamar Creations, man. We got some more Lamar Creations coming up later on in the show. But in the meantime, in between time, once again, thank y'all, all the artists contributing to the soundtrack, man. The soundtrack is dope as hell. So make sure y'all tap in, okay? Got to get into, real quick, let's go ahead and get into things. Shop Chat, man. Shout out to Shop Chat. Shout out to the Shop Chat, man. All right, we're going to do some quick run-throughs. We ain't going to spend too much time. But I do got a couple questions because I've been kind of, lollygagging on the internet a little bit and ran into a couple things that kind of had me thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, this story here about Brittany Renner. Not Brittany Renner, Brittany Griner. I'm not sure if you guys have heard. This is not necessarily old news. It's like maybe about a month out or so. But I haven't really heard a whole lot about it. But I ended up bumping into this story, and it kind of got me to thinking a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And I really don't like jumping on, like, bandwagons or trendy shit, you know what I'm saying? But when I saw this story, it kind of, like I said, got me to thinking a little bit because it made a lot of sense. So the story is, you all know about Brittany Griner. You know, she got arrested in Russia, did a little time behind bars in Russia because she had a controlled substance, which I think was like a vape pen or something like that. But it had some THC in it. So naturally, they do, according to their laws, that's frowned upon. And so they took her into custody, right? But at some point within her custody, she was transferred to a male facility. Yeah. She was transferred to a male facility at some point during her custody in Russia. Okay? And you guys should be familiar with the story, but in case you're not, Russia worked out a deal with the United States to release Brittany Griner on conditions that the United States releases a person that they have in custody. I forgot the guy's name, but his nickname, where he's known as, God damn it, he had a nickname. He's called like the Merchant of Death or something like that, I believe. You know what I'm saying? And so this person deals arms on the black market to allegedly to terrorists and other underground organizations that have plans on attacking the United States. So basically, he's a bad guy. He's a villain in the United States' eyes. But they saw fit to exchange him for Brittany Griner, right? And I always thought it was a little weird. Like, why? Like, how does that make sense? These are even two different playing fields. She's an athlete. He's a military. He's a military asset. I don't know if you want to call him an asset, but he's a target for sure. And he's in custody, and probably been there for a couple years too. So why would he be the equivalent to Brittany Griner? And not to diminish her at all, but like from a political standpoint, you can see how that doesn't make much sense. They're going to give up a known terrorist for Brittany Griner, right? What's the importance there? What's the significance level there that makes political sense in the government standpoint, on the global scale? On the global scale, this ain't just, somebody over in Mexico we had to go get. This is somebody over in Russia, who is, from what we're told, is supposed to be an enemy of the states. So what's going on that exchanging Brittany Griner for this guy makes sense on a military level, on a government level? Okay, so stick a pin in it there. That's two. So Stephen A. Is on record as having hinted that he has documentation referring to Brittany Griner's true DNA, where she was over there in Russia, and they took some blood tests from her, some blood samples from her for whatever reason, and did some DNA testing, and they have their results. And so Stephen A. is rumored to have some documentation regarding her DNA tests from either Russia or somewhere, wherever. And so he's hinting at certain things. Now, I don't want to go too deep into it as in terms of like pushing his agenda, because I'm not sure what his agenda is, if he has one. I'm not really sure. I buzzed to the story. I started doing some digging, and I started to come up with other stories that were, people reporting on it. So I just kind of got a gist of what's going on. But the idea of her possibly having a male DNA might explain why she was taken to a male facility in Russia, and why the United States felt, or for some reason felt like it was important to get her out of Russia as soon as possible. And rather than just giving some money or something else, they exchanged her for, somebody who was apparently a terrorist, or somebody who was plotted against the United States. You know what I'm saying? So it's possible that maybe there could be some hints of truth to that idea that she possibly could be male. It's possible. I'm just saying, not saying that, that matters a whole lot, but it does in terms of her being an athlete in the NBA, the WNBA, So yeah, just one thing that kind of had me thinking like, that's kind of weird. I know this happened a while ago, her being released from Russia, but now there's a little bit of perspective, on it now. At first, people were just happy that she was home. We thought it was bullshit that she got arrested, which was true. But there was always kind of a question like, why would that exchange be something plausible? Why would that be something why would that be a thought? But this might lend a little bit more light to why that actually was a logical exchange for the United States. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why that would be a logical one, but there's got to be something going on in the background, most definitely. All right? But moving forward, though, where the hell is Dr. Umar? Where Dr. Umar at? I ain't seen Dr. Umar. I ain't heard from Dr. Umar. There's rumors that he is having some financial issues and may even be in custody, or may be on the run, or maybe over in Africa. I've heard a few different things, but I'm not quite sure where the hell Dr. Umar is. The last time I seen Dr. Umar is when he did that interview with Don't Call Me White Girl. And I think that was the last time I actually seen him. So since then, it's just been, no, because the last time I think he did this video about him having his accounts frozen. I think he did that after he did that show. So I think he got his accounts frozen like soon after he did the podcast with her. And then he got online, was telling everybody, hey, send money here because they frozen all of my accounts. I can't get into them, blah, 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 blah. Right? And so I haven't heard from him since. Have not heard from him. Haven't seen him live. Haven't seen him pop up on nobody's interview. I haven't seen him Skype anywhere. So I don't know. Is Dr. Umar on the run? Is he on the run? I don't know officially, because I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I'm asking y'all. Maybe I know. Maybe I've heard something. Maybe I've read something. I don't know. But everything that I've kind of read, and you got to be careful what you read around here, what you view and intake, because a lot of this shit is just sensationalism. You know, they jump on the bandwagon of a story and then they all basically just exaggerate it, you know, for emotional pull and not really give any facts about anything. They basically just gossiping. So, again, I don't necessarily trust everything I hear and read, but I will say that him being a public figure the way he's been and suddenly not seeing him, and then some of the controversy that's followed him lately, I don't know. You know, he's been trying to build the school, the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy of Superheroes. I'm just kidding. But anyway, yeah, thank you, tippy waitresses. You know, but I know he's been trying to get the school built for some years, and it doesn't look like there's much of a school being built. So there's rumors that he's been misappropriating the money, misappropriating the funds, man, and that's what's got him in hot water. I don't know, but I'm begging the question, man, where the hell is Dr. Umar? Because I ain't seen him, and if y'all seen him, you know, tell him hit me up. Tell him hit me up. Let him know I'm looking for him, all right? Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned, all right? Shout out to the shop chat, man. Once again, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Much love to everybody. Now, give me a second, because if y'all hit me on the chat, I'm manning a couple chats. Y'all know how this go, okay? There's a few different chats that I am manning. There is the Shop Talk 7 chat. There's the chat that's on my page. There's the YouTube chat. So it's a few different avenues that we are streaming to that I'm trying to keep up with. So please be patient with me. Be patient with me, because like I said, I see y'all out there. Much love. Shout out to Cypher Sick, man. I see you, bro. Shout out to Cypher. Yeah. Shout out to the homeboy Triller BB&T in the building. What's going on, Triller? Shout out to Triller, dog. That's the homie, man. Shout out to Triller. Oh, yeah, I'm going to play that Composure, too. Yeah, I'm going to play that Composure. That's my shit. Keep my composure. Don't say it's over. I'm going to run away from you. That's my best Triller impression, man. So if you don't like it, fuck it. But anyway, shout out to everybody tuning in, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to the shop chat. If y'all got something you want to talk about or something you want to add to the shop chat for the next show, hit me up in the inbox, man. Let's get it in, all right? Shop Talk 7, we up top, but we get down. Let's get into this R&B, because it is R&B Tuesday nights. You know this, right? You do know this, all right? Let's go ahead and get into some Thru, man. Shout out to the girl, Thru. Work for it. Work for it, baby. Shop Talk 7. Get this D R&B Thursday nights, man. Let's go.
Your feelings gotta be getting strong. Girl, I'm the queen. Gotta play this hand right. But I'm gonna make you work for it. Baby, I'm gonna make you work for it. And you gon' get what you're working for. Get what you're working for. And I'm gonna make you work for it. Baby, I'm gonna make you work for it. And you gon' get what you're working for. Get what you're working for. It may take us all night. Gotta put in work. Don't stop until you get it right. We gon' get it. It may take us all night. Gotta put in work. Don't stop until you get it right. We gon' get it. It may take us all night. Gotta put in work. Don't stop until you get it right. We gon' get it. It may take us all night. Gotta put in work. Don't stop until you. But I'm gonna make you work for it. I'm gonna make you work for it. And you get what you're working for. Get what you're working for. Work for it. Baby, I'm gonna make you work for it. And you get what you're working for. Get what you're working for. It's what you said you wanted, right? Well, how bad do you really want it? Oh, really? Show me.
Work for it, but we finna keep it going, man. Shout out to the boy Doug Oleg, baby. Oleg, baby. Yeah, the cutoff. Shop Talk 7, man. Love lessons. Let's get it.
Ole, baby, you took my heart away. Stepped on it twice, didn't ease the pain, baby. Yeah. Now I'm trying to figure out where we went wrong. Our love is gone away, and things have changed. Yeah. You wasted my time. Now I want it all back. Left my heart with the hole. You damaged my soul. I just wanna go back. Tell me, how could I ever be the same when I can't speak a word unless I'm saying your name? Only girl, share my world. Took my love for granted. I don't understand it. With ain't not the same. I was your man. This ain't part of the plan. You cut off, cut off, cut off, cut off, cut off, cut off. Thought I found love, thought I was through, thought that I was done breaking hearts, baby. And when karma comes back 10 times worse, it goes around and comes back around, and I'm wondering why it had to hit me first. And in a perfect world, you would still be my girl. But when reality set in, you still gone. Only girl, baby, share my world. Took my love for granted. I don't understand it. We ain't not the same. I was your man. This ain't part of the plan. You cut off, cut off, cut off, cut off, cut off. You cut off.
man. Shout out to the boy Rennie St. Laurent, man. Layover in D.C. Shop Talk 7, man. Get this R&B Thursday night. Let's go. Let's get sexy with us. Let's go. Y'all like, share, and subscribe as well. Let's go.
Touchdown late, city lights feel like a stage. You have my phone slide through, I'm already on my way. A few hours on the clock, ain't got no time to waste. And I got your favorite wine and a backwood rolled up tight. I pull up to the curb, you're standing bare at the door. No words needed, your body screaming for more. Bottles uncorked, candles lit just to set the fire. Only here till the sunrise, let's ruin the night. Projector playing scenes across your skin in monochrome. Every frame's a moment that we tangle deep. Your body's my escape. My layover's bliss for sure. Baby, this your big one. It's all on you. Layover in D.C. Touchdown in your city. Till sunrise, I'll be free just overnight. Baby, my Uber comes for me. I know that you miss me. Said, come on and see me. I'll be there. Show your nails. Top stories that I'll feel on my flight. Each kiss on my neck, baby, gets me right. This ain't no pit stop. You're my final destination. You're the turbulence that fuels my hesitation. Lipstick stains in the back, we're burning slow. Your whispers pull me deeper, I'm lost in your glow. Candles drip as our bodies move through time. Don't wanna blink, I'm so fucking high. Projector playing scenes across your skin. Every frame's a moment that would tangle deep. Your body's my escape. My layover's bliss. Time's our only enemy. Let me handle this. Layover in D.C. Touchdown in your city. Till sunrise, I'll be free just overnight. Baby, my Uber comes for me. I know that you miss me. Said, come on and see me. I'll be there shortly. Sunrise creeping, catching us in our sin. Sweat on my skin, baby. Where do I begin? Life's not boarding soon, but I'm lost in your lane. Layover in D.C., baby. I'll be back again.
Hey, shout out to the boy Lady Sarah Laurent, man. Layover in D.C. Let's get off to the boy Smooch Wallace, man. Fool! Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, slowest moving, smoothest fast, baby. Take it easy. Smooch. QIC, we got another one. Left it all on me. Didn't want you to leave. And I ain't too proud to beg. So I'll get down on my knees with temptations on repeat. Girl, I'm trying desperately. It's not me, but you can't see all the ways you're hurting me. Thinking about what we could be, knowing things won't be the same. Turned your back and walked away. Never thought it'd be this way, but now you're gone, baby. 'Cause you made a fool of me and ended up losing me. There's no more we. Now it's you and me. To apologize, you done me wrong. Your love's a lie. I looked around, I couldn't believe it. I shed these tears to empty seat, yeah. I question if my mind is sane. Trying not to place the blame. My heart is hurting, filled with pain. I thought that we could love again. I asked you to stay and love me deeper. Still I lost you and I couldn't please her. Trying hard to pick up the pieces, but you left when I really need you. Knowing things won't be the same, you turned your back and walked away. Never thought it'd be this way, but I'm okay. Yes, I'm okay. 'Cause you made a fool of me. You made a fool and ended up losing me. There's no more we. Now it's you and memories I can't erase. Feelings that won't go away. Love is lost and gone astray. Just a man, I made mistakes, knowing things won't be the same. Turned your back and walked away. Never thought it'd be this way. It's the end, but I'm okay. 'Cause you made a fool of me and ended up losing me. There's no more we. Now it's you and me.
Knowing Lucky, man, body right. What? Let's get this R&B Thursday nights. Let's go.
I don't wanna waste no time. I don't wanna waste no time. Hit my line, never pick it up first time. Gotta make a call back twice. 'Cause girl, you already know I love my vocals, you know. Started off fast, ended up slow. Kiss from your head all the way to your toes. I keep on going till it feel like I'm taking your soul. Just let it go, just let it flow, just let it show. Just let me know, is it too fast? Should I go slow? Slow down, sip slow, cruise down, top down, vibes on. Girl, I think it's time to get it on. Baby, all I really need is one night to make sure I treat you right. Baby, all I really need is one night to make sure your body's right. You feeling some type of way, better not come in a play. On my way, I can tell by how you taste. Chocolate chips on my face, always. Can't get enough of your taste. Baby, all I really need is one night to make sure your body's right. Just let it go, just let it flow, just let it show. Just let me know, go fast or slow when I go low. Just let it go, just let it flow, just let it show. Just let me know, go fast or slow when I go low. Come here, baby, all I really need is one night to make sure I treat you right. Baby, all I really need is one night to give you what baby, you come on, you feeling some type of way. Better not come here to play. Oh, by the way, I can tell by how you taste. Chocolate chips on my face. Always can't get enough of your taste. Baby, all I really need is one night to treat your body right. Oh yeah.
Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Get This R&B Thursday Nights, man. Bringing you nothing but some of the dopest hits from Chicago. Who said R&B is dead, man? It ain't dead. I don't know what y'all talking about, man. I don't get it, because this soundtrack is stupid as hell, man. Shout out to the soundtrack, man, and every artist on it. Got to give love to the soundtrack, man. Bringing us into that music break was the homegirl Thru, man, with Work For It. Yeah, shout out to Queen Arch. Yeah, y'all seen that part, right? Okay, whatever. Anyway, shout out to the girl Thru, man. Yeah. Shout out to the boy Doug O'Lake. O'Lake, baby, with the cutoff, man. You know, trying to figure out what we been gonna. Cut it out. I almost got carried away there. Don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. Shout out to the boy Doug O'Lake, man. This is off of that Love Lessons album. I'm trying to tell y'all, tap in. That's a dope ass album for real. For real. And shout out to the boy Rennie St. Laurent, man, with Layover in DC. Man, that's playing in the background right now. That shit. Come on, man. Come on. I'm not playing with y'all on R&B night. I don't come to play. Well, actually, I do come to play, but I don't come to play. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the boy Rennie St. Laurent, man, with Layover in DC. Then I hit y'all with the homeboy Smooch Wallace, man. This is a hit. Cause you made a fool of me. I know I scratched just a little bit, but come on, man. Sue me. Anyway, shout out to the boy Smooch Wallace, man, with Fool, dude. That right there is a hit. And if you ever see him perform it live, dude, it's different. It's different. It's different, but that's the shit right there. And then shout out to the bros, man, Lucky and Noah, man. Shout out to the Cards duo, man, Lucky and Noah with Body Right. Make sure I treat you right. Baby, all I really need is one night. Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Stick with me. Shout out to the boys, man, Lucky and Noah with Body Right, man. That is a dope joint. And tap into that LP called the EP. Yeah, tap into the EP called the EP. That's the name of the EP. It's called the EP. So make sure y'all tap in to the bros, man. Real talk. Bring y'all nothing but the dopest hits, man. Shout out to the soundtrack, man, and every artist on it. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into the shop biz. Shop biz is upon us, man. Let's get into the shop biz. Okay, y'all see it on the bottom of your screens, right? Okay, I'm gonna read it for y'all in case y'all can't read. It's okay. I'm gonna do the host thing. Shop biz, man. Who hurt you? Okay, who hurt you? A deeper dive into past experiences and how they shape our present day, right? So let's start with the phrase "who hurt you." Okay, now this is kind of a trigger for me a little bit because I have a little pain. I got a little pain in me. I know I'm kind of, pretty chipper. I'm pretty upbeat. I'm pretty positive. I smile a lot. I laugh a lot. I think the people that know me and that are around me would say the same thing, would echo the same thing. You know what I'm saying? That I bring a good energy. I try to be honest with people. I try to be thorough with people. I try to be a quote-unquote real nigga with people. You know what I'm saying? So I think people who know me will vouch for that. You know what I'm saying? But I got some hurt. And I got some pain in me and some things that I've been through, that I'm still coping with, and I'm not the only person out in the world like that. And so oftentimes when you hear who hurt you, it's usually in some snarky response to some guy, some man. And it's usually something you see online, you know what I'm saying, where you hear somebody or see somebody type that out in the comment or something. Or you may even see it in a conversation where somebody may say, hey, who hurt you? Kind of in a sarcastic way, a snarky way. But the thing about that is that everybody I know got hurt. Everybody I know got hurt, got some pain. Every single person I know has some hurt and some pain. Every single one of them. And some of them don't quite know where it's coming from. You know, they have been hurt, but they may not recollect where it came from. They may not have the tools to quite walk backwards and see where it came from. Sometimes the pain is too painful, or the event was too painful to really dive into, and they didn't have the time or the preparation to do so. So there's a lot of reasons why some of the people that you see around you may not look as hurt as they appear to be. You know what I'm saying? And so the phrase "who hurt you," I think sometimes can be very, very dangerous, you know, because the fact of the matter is somebody hurt somebody. So if you say that to somebody, it's almost dismissing the fact that they were even hurt, and you're not quite sure what hurt they're carrying. You know, everybody's carrying something. Some people are grieving. Some people are carrying grief. You know, grandma died, mama died, daddy died. So their best friend, brother, somebody close to them passed away, and they're carrying that grief. There are some people who are carrying grief out of absence. And they may not consider it grief, but a lot of the reaction and response that they may have towards it probably would fall in the grief category. For example, you grew up, or you don't have a great relationship with your parent. You still love them, but y'all clash. You know what I'm saying? Or for whatever reason, you just don't like them, and they don't like, or you feel like they don't like you. Whatever it is, there's some conflict there. You know what I'm saying? And so that pain of absence, meaning you wish you had that relationship with that person. You know, I wish I could talk to my mom like this. I wish I could talk to my dad like this. You know, I wish I had this relationship with my siblings. I wish I had friends that I could trust. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes the pain that we have, or the pain that people are carrying, is the pain of absence. You know what I'm saying? Not having certain things in their life to provide them with love, care, concern, whatever. You know what I mean? So when you say "who hurt you," again, sometimes that pain could be from, you know, daddy not being there. We don't know why daddy wasn't there. We just know he wasn't there. And, you know, worst case scenario, we were given a story about why he's not there, you know, which probably adds to the pain. You know, maybe they died early and there's a pain of not knowing, you know, or the pain of what could have been. And these are just light, logical, you know, kind of common reasons. You know, so I'm trying to keep it light right now. But if you go a little deeper beyond that, I mean, there's a lot of trauma. People have been molested. People have been abused. People have been misused. People have been lied on. People have gone through situations and events that were not of their doing, meaning wrong place, wrong time. You know, you end up getting beat up by some people, some random folks at a party or some shit like that, and, you know, end up changing your life. You know what I'm saying? So there's all kinds of things that people carry with them that they may not necessarily have the tools to always deal with. Some people have been divorced. Some people have been wronged, robbed. You know, some folks have been set up. You know, like, it's a lot of shit. It's a lot of reasons why people will be hurt. There's a lot of reasons why people will be hurt. So to say "who hurt you" is a very dangerous thing, because it usually triggers virile. It usually triggers some type of not explosive, but at least energetic response. You know, because the truth of the matter is somebody did hurt me. You know, what if that hurt came from a loved one? You know, what if that hurt came from a provider, a caretaker? You know, like I said, you never know what people are going through. You never know what's happening to people. You know, people might have lost their jobs. You know, you just got to be careful, because I think sometimes we often look at our accomplishments and think that that's evidence that our hurts or our pains aren't winning, you know, or that, you know, we got them under control, or we look at somebody else in their success and think they don't have any pain or any trauma because we can't see it, you know. And so that oftentimes we'll end up dismissing the fact, and to me that's almost a little dehumanizing, that that's something that we actually do, because it's dismissing the fact that this person has the ability to feel certain things and feel certain ways about certain things, you know, and there's already a hard enough time trying to talk with people. You know, not many people have people to talk to. Shout out to the chat. What up, Alexi? Shout out to Lexus, man. Sexy Lexi in the building, man. Flexy Lexi in the house. Shout out to Couture Music Management, where she does not manage, she manages music, not artists. I got you. Shout out to the homegirl Lexi, man. Shout out to Lexi. Make sure y'all tap into Lexi, our site, man. But yeah, Lexi, what you got in this conversation, man? Who hurt you? Who hurt you? How you feel about that? You know, how you feel about that even being said? How you feel about that even being used? You know what I'm saying? Is that something you used before? You know, just talk to us. How you feel about that? And it's not something that's just isolated to men. Women have been hurt just as much. And I think the reason you hear it coming from men so much is because, reason you hear it coming from women so much is because it's in response to things that men have done to them. So it's almost a, you know, finger in the face. And I've said this before, you know, there's no gender war. I don't really believe there's a gender war, but I do believe there's a misunderstanding. And I do believe that there are some falsehoods afoot that people are clinging to, some bad ideas and bad notions of each other that people are clinging to. And people are living vicariously through pain that we are experiencing through social media and other connections. You know what I'm saying? And so the problems are being exacerbated, is basically what's happening. You know, the spotlight is placed on the problem instead of, you know, the solutions, and it makes the problem look bigger than what's actually happening. And so I think one of the situations that we are wrestling with is not really acknowledging that we've all gone through pain. We've all gone through hurt. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what stage you are in it, we need to always be aware that there are other people who are also going through hurt, and maybe at various stages in their life, in their journey. And we have to acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to get into a relationship with somebody, it ain't finna be happy times all the time. You got to understand, when you get into a relationship with people, you ain't just dealing with like good parts of them. You're not just dealing with the good parts of them. All the bad shit about them is coming with them too. You know? And a lot of that comes from some hurt. Everybody got some hurt. And everybody has to learn how to deal with it. And part of a relationship, one of the good things about being in a relationship, well, if it's good, is that you can create those tools to deal with that. You know, in the comfort of a relationship with somebody who you can open up with about, you know, so that you can get the things that you need to help you cope with that. You know, but if everybody is so afraid to, be hurt that they're hurting other people preemptively, which to me is kind of what that statement is in some cases, because I've heard women use it and you know it's a dagger. You know what I'm saying? You know they're saying it as a dagger. You know, like, yeah, I know you've been hurt, but I'm telling you to take that hurt to whoever hurt you. You know, as opposed to other women who may say it as, you know, it's sarcastic, but it really does mean like who hurt you, like who did it. You know, like really, who did it? I want to know who, you know, that kind of thing. But we have to acknowledge that everybody has some level of hurt, and not everybody has the tools to express it. You know, so we can't get too comfortable and take it for granted that we're having good times with each other, taking it for granted that, you know, we're having laughs and smiles with people, you know, taking it for granted that we're celebrating things, birthdays, all these accomplishments, and that means that there is no pain. You know, so just think about that. Think about that. Think about how you would like your issues to be handled, or your pain to be handled. Everybody don't have the same level of pain or experiences or exposure to certain things, you know, but if you have lived in the world long enough, you know that there is a broad spectrum of experiences. And just because you haven't had them does not mean the person standing next to you have not had them. Just because it's not something that falls into your sphere of experience does not mean it ain't this person's world of experience. You know, and oftentimes we use that to dismiss shit. You know, that ain't happening in my world. That don't happen where I live. That ain't what I know. That ain't what we do. The people in my life don't do that. You know, I ain't never been around that. Yeah, you haven't. But shit, right next door to you, that shit was going wild. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole different experience next door to you. So sometimes we use that to dismiss what other people's experiences is. You know, and if you're honest about it, that hurts. It pisses you off when somebody dismisses what you've been through, like you're lying, or like it hasn't happened, or like it didn't happen the way you just told them it happened. It's very dismissive, and so you have to be careful because it is borderline dehumanizing. It can be, especially if people don't really have the tools to figure out what hurt them and why and how to move forward from it. So now you kind of just taking a dagger and just twisting it a little bit for the person. You may not know it. But you're saying something that could trigger a bad response. So just keep that in mind, man. That's all. Just keep that in mind. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that, who hurt you is going to cause a riot or nothing like that. But what I am saying, it is worth the thought. It is worth the time to think about, like, okay, if I was to say who hurt you, well, who hurt me? Do you know who hurt you? Are you aware of who hurt you? Is that person still in your life hurting you right now? Could be a friend, could be a lover, could be a family member, Like, think about that. Like, who hurt you? You might have gotten over some things and thought you were done with them, and you might be, But just think about that and think about what you've been through in your life and understand that there are other people that have been through just what you've been through and more. Maybe a little less. Not everybody's, cut the same way or had the same experiences, but you do understand what I'm saying. Everybody has their life journey, and their life journey comes with pain. It comes with some hurt. It comes with some misunderstandings. It comes with some being misunderstood. It comes with some being doubted. It comes with some being left behind. It comes with some being isolated away. It comes with some hurt. There are people who have church hurt. I've heard that pain before. I've heard that term before. Church hurt. And you're like, well, what the fuck is church hurt? Church hurt, which would, to put it lightly or to put it simply, is just the struggles of being in the church. A lot of people come into the church with a certain mind frame, a certain, googly-eyedness, and then when they get involved in it, they realize that these is just people like everywhere else. And there's drama and there's regular human being shit going on there too. And it hurts them. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the drama can get kind of crazy in church. And so it's called church hurt. So if that's a thing that people are experiencing, what you think is happening outside of church? You know what I'm saying? What you think happening outside of church? So just be a little considerate and just think a little bit more about how we use words. And I understand that we're in a day and age where everybody talks, everybody can talk. Everybody's encouraged to have a podcast or something public where they can get on and talk and be seen and be heard. So there's just a bunch of words in the fucking air. There's just a bunch of thoughts in the fucking air. There's just a bunch of ideas in the air. And a lot of it hasn't been thought or vetted out. It's just been said and spewed. And attached to those thoughts is the emotion that comes with it. So a lot of people are just picking up on emotions and ideas literally out the air. They don't assume it that way. They don't take it that way. But when you scroll through your phone or you scroll through social media and you're looking at different videos, you're absorbing certain things. And if you're not careful, you'll end up using those things out in the world and adopting certain mentalities that you may not be aware that you are having a certain impact. And what that does is that creates a global consciousness, or that in some way, some lane. You get what I'm saying? Like it becomes a thought that other people start to adhere to, and to me that becomes a part of global consciousness. When you get groups of people assuming a certain thing, nobody really agrees to it, but everybody's assuming it. That's how you lose privacy. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get cancel culture. You know what I'm saying? You get this group think or this group idea, and then all of a sudden everybody's kind of acting that way, and it becomes the norm. So using different words and using a whole bunch of rhetoric and taking talking points from this person and that person and mixing your little shit in with it and saying it online for everybody to consume is so normal. It's so normal now. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be careful with the words we use. So when you say who hurt you, be aware that if that gets said to you one day, you may not be in a position to absorb it the way you're dishing it. So just be careful, and you may not know what you're triggering. You may say that to somebody. You may say that to the wrong person on the wrong day, and that may spark the wrong conflict for you. You know, so just saying, be a little more considerate, man. That's all I'm saying, man. So shout out to everybody in the chat once again, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Governor Rick in the building. I see you, bro. Shout out to the bro, man. Shout out to Shop Tay. Shop Tay in the building. What up, Shop Tay? You supposed to be at work. You supposed to be at work. What you doing? Shout out to the girl. Hey, what up, Keisha Cash? I see Keisha Cash. What's going on, gorgeous? How you doing, love? Shout out to the whole Get Used to It squad, man. Yeah. Shout out to everybody. She says they say hurt people hurt people. That's true. That's true. What's fucked up about that is the hurt person hurting people knows that they're hurt and knows the hurt that they're putting on other people. So they just create more of themselves. They're cloning themselves. Literally, they're cloning themselves. It's just like in the Matrix when Agent Smith was cloning himself from other agents and shit. It's the same shit. And that's what I mean by global consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Suddenly, hurting people becomes what people do because it's normal. You know, it just becomes something that people just loosely do through jokes, you know what I'm saying, through interactions, and suddenly it becomes the norm. So nobody really gives a fuck about how you feel, but everybody's joking about you being hurt when everybody has really been fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So we all make it a light thing, you know. So yeah, man, yeah, nobody wants to be vulnerable, so you gotta be careful with that. She says, my ex-husband hurt me, but before he did, my parents failed me. Oh, as I've grown and experienced more trauma, on top of past. Damn, you wrote a gang here, girl. Okay, go ahead, express yourself. That's what I'm talking about, Keisha Cash. Shit, you better talk your shit, girl. She says, as I've grown and experienced more trauma, on top of past trauma, it got worse until I gave myself an apology, and I knew I'd never get from those who harmed me. Now, that's big, and that's another thing that adds to the hurt. This is what I mean by when you say who hurt you. That's something that's big, because a lot of times you can't even get back to the folks who really wronged you to express yourself to them. So you carrying around this shit, and it be real. It be real. And then some one-off, you know, hit you with the who hurt you, and now all of a sudden it's digging into that wound. So yeah, that's definitely that's big. She says, I forgave myself for waiting for so long in expectation, and then I gave myself grace and time to heal from my past. Now I'm no longer responding from a hurt place, but a place of love, peace, and ambition. If I reply to all I say, also learning everything doesn't require my attention or response. That's definitely important. That's huge. That's huge. Protecting your peace. Protecting your peace. Everything don't require your response. That is very, very true. And with knowing that hurt people, not engaging in that protects you from becoming more hurt. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their journey, and like you said, when you get to a place where you realize this is what I need to do, like forgiveness. There's a lot of times people are carrying around not guilt. Sometimes it is guilt. But a grudge, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody wronged them and they are waiting for that person to apologize. They're waiting for that person to see the wrong that they've done and to come back and make amends. And that shit just don't happen too often. It just don't. Sometimes you have to eat them. You got to eat that hurt. And even that hurts sometimes, knowing that, damn, I'm never going to get the apology I need. I'm never going to get the closure that I want. But then you have to grow to a place where once you finally get tired of carrying that weight, you throw it to the side, and then you're able to say, okay, either I forgive this person or I'm just going to let it go altogether. You know, I've reached a place where this no longer serves my ego, because normally that's ego holding on to it. That's your ego saying, don't forget what them niggas did to you. Don't forget what they did to you. That's your ego holding on to that. So once you actually get tired and worn out from carrying that shit with you, you'll then find it easier to just lay it down and move forward with it, because you've accepted that it's probably not going to happen. You know, but that's one way to get over some of this hurt, or to at least relieve some of it. You know, because not everything we go through is necessary for us to really dwell on. You know, sometimes we just keep grudges because it's our ego holding it. Sometimes some real shit really do happen to us and we keep it and we don't know how to deal with it, so we store it. You know, but then it ends up coming out elsewhere in our lives. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta be careful, man. Be careful how you talk to people, how you treat people. Be careful how you let people treat you. You know what I'm saying? So stay in touch with that, man. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. We're finna take another music break, okay? We'll be right back with the second topic. So y'all stay tuned for that, all right? Shop Talk 7. Get this R&B Thursday nights. Yeah. Yeah. All right, what we finna get into, man? What we finna get into? You know what? Yeah. I think we're gonna do that. No, we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna do this. No, we ain't gonna do that. We're gonna do this. All right, shout out to Kitty Valadez, man. Let's go ahead and get to Kitty Valadez. Just Gotta Have It, featuring the boy Jesse Parks, man, on the strings. Let's go. Already know what it is, man. Shout out to the girl Rose Red. Let's keep these vibes going, man, with hours in a day. Shop Talk 7, get this R&B Thursday nights. Let's go. Get sexy with them.
It's like I saw you once, but got to know you twice. I don't want your body, I just want your mind. I want you to be mine. Let me take control. Do it all the time. Don't wanna rock the boat. Want you to be fine tonight, baby. You're mine. I wanna know the truth. Want you to show me who I've been flowing to and someone to go home to. Want you to know I'm who I just showed you. I want this, I need all of your time. You stay on every part of my mind, 24/7, 24. I wanna know the truth. Want you to show me who I've been flowing to and someone to go home to. Want you to know I'm who I done showed you. I want this, I need all of your time. You stay on every part of my mind, 24/7, 24. On and on and on, on and on and on, on and on, on and on and on. Yeah. How many minutes in a day, baby? 24. On and on and on, on and on and on, on and on and on. 24/7. 24. So how many minutes in a day, baby? Day, baby. How many minutes in a day, baby? Day, baby. How many hours in a day, baby? Day, baby.
Hey, it's your boy, Cypher, Sick, and you are listening to Shop Talk 7, Media Monics, Get This D, My Radio Chicago. Let's get it.
Yeah, Shop Talk 7, man. Get this D. R&B 3Rzday Nights. Shout out to the soundtrack and every artist on it, man. Going crazy. Going crazy, man. Yeah, dude. Like, y'all see the vibe, man. I need music to match the vibe, dog. And that's what I got, man. I got the soundtrack, man. So shout out to the soundtrack, man, and every artist on it, man. Kicking us off was the homegirl Kitty Valadez featuring Jesse Parks. Gotta have, man. Just gotta have, man. Jesse Parks on the strings. Shout out to that. Shout out to the boy Jesse Parks, man. I wish I could play the guitar. Maybe I should go to Jesse for some lessons. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, I'll tap in. I'll invest in that. Yeah, shout out to the boy Jesse Parks, man, featuring on the side with the homegirl. Shout out to Kitty Valadez, man. Kitty dope. You know what I'm saying? Just a girl from Chicago movement, man, doing big things, man. Shout out to her and the legends, of course. Shout out to the girl Rose Red, man. Shout out to Rose Red, man. Shout out to Rose Red. Hours in a Day. This is my joint right here, man. I like that. It reminds me of Desperado. Kind of got that Western sound in it a little bit, man. That shit dope. I fucks with it. Y'all hear that playing in the background right now, actually. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the soundtrack and every artist on it. All right, man, we got a little bit of time left. So let's go ahead and squeeze this one in, okay? Got another one for y'all, okay? Since sex is like the biggest marketing tool like ever, there's nothing I think can beat selling something than sex. You know, unless it's the cure, unless it's like the lifelong, you know, the immortal elixir or some shit, right? But since the biggest marketing tool is sexuality, is there a dumbed down effect for having so many years of exposure to it? You know what I'm saying? Or is it just as strong as ever? All right, so let me say this. Let me say the obvious. Sex ain't going nowhere, okay? It ain't going nowhere. Nowhere. And the more the world turns, the more entities choose to use sex in some way to sell something. You know, whether it's to sell a product, sell a service, or to sell a message. You know what I'm saying? And we can't argue that sex don't sell because sex sells a lot. It definitely works. Okay, but the question is there a dumbed down effect from having it, from being so exposed to it? You know, like, I remember when I was coming up, I'm an 80s baby. Yeah, so I'm an unk. Shout out to all the unks. You know what I'm saying? I can remember when, you know, sexuality in terms of where we saw it wasn't so widespread, you know. But, you know, there are people who are older than me that can say, well, they can remember when they were younger and it was nowhere. But then when they got to teenage years, it was a little different, you know. Me being born in the 80s, you know, we know about the Pam Greers and, you know, some of the other sex symbols of the later days, you know what I'm saying, from the 70s and the 60s, you know what I'm saying? And so we knew that there were sex symbols out here, you know, but in terms of it being in such proximity, like it wasn't showing up in our cartoons like that, you know, it wasn't showing up in our video games like that, you know, it wasn't showing up in our videos quite like that just yet, you know, and it wasn't showing up in the movies quite that hard either, you know, but over time that's changed. You know what I'm saying? And so this is what I mean by, is there a dumbed down effect? Like you've been, if you're an 80s baby, you can remember cartoons and how they used to be. You know what I'm saying? Now you look at cartoons and the cartoon figures have figures, you know, like real figures, cleavage and ass and shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at the video games. You know, video games, women wasn't shaped like that in video games. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't sexy like that in video games, but then as things evolve, you start to see the characters kind of, you know, get more into a sexiness thing where the female fighters are all sexy. You know what I'm saying? So you look at TV, you look at music videos. You definitely look at music videos and see what that happened. You see how that happened. So you get that, you know. But just saying, like, there are some things that have changed, and so over time, do you feel like that's dumbed you down a little bit to sex? Do you feel like that's made sex so available or so readily seen and visible that it's kind of like what's sexy ain't sexy no more? You know what I'm saying? Like a hooker, dressing like a hooker, we knew what a hooker looked like back in the day, right? And, you know, you could say they dress provocative. You know, they dress like they want to advertise what they had to offer. Well, now, go to a prom. You know, it's different now. You know what I'm saying? So the sex appeal or the mystery that added to the sex appeal back in the day, you know, I remember Richard Pryor in one of his stand-ups talking about how rare it was to get some pussy back in the day. Like, it was really rare if you get some pussy back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a rare thing. You didn't just see coochie, just, you know, you had to do some work to see some coochie, you know, let alone actually get you some coochie. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just a readily available thing, where now it's part of breakfast. You know? So, you know, we're just living in a different world where the exposure to sex starts so much younger now, you know, in the grooming process, in terms of you getting used to seeing certain things, you getting used to seeing curves, you know, you getting used to seeing, you know, a lot of thigh meat, you know, you used to seeing a lot of these things. And you may argue that in some places it's not sexy, like for cheerleaders, you know, but let's be honest, that shit's sexy. Cheerleaders are sexy. They are. College cheerleaders are very sexy. NBA cheerleaders are sexy. Pro athlete cheerleaders are sexy. So let's cut the shit. But that starts at a young age. When you're a young kid, the cheerleader team is usually some bad chicks. There's usually some bad chicks on the cheerleading team. And they usually got some nice shapes on the cheerleading team. So let's not act like this is not a doorway to enhancing, you know, what we think about sexuality. You know, it's all around us. So it's not something that's going away. But it starts at a young age. The older you get, the more you start to see it everywhere. For me personally, it's you know, don't get me wrong, I got triggers. I got triggers. I'm not lying about that. I got triggers. But what I'm saying is, for me, it's kind of taken a lot of the mystery out of things. And so the things that used to turn me on, it's kind of like, whatever. Like, because it's all marketing now. For me, it's all, for me in my head, it's all marketing. So when I see something or a woman that looks sexy or I think is trying to dress sexy, to me, it's just marketing. It's just about the idea of what she's marketing for, really. She could be marketing for a man or she could be marketing for other women, trying to market them out the market. You know what I'm saying? So it really just depends. But again, because it gets thrown in our face so much, sometimes it can become a kind of a turnoff sometimes. And I know I'm going to be weird and be the only man in the world who would ever say that, but that's the truth for me. That's true for me. It gets to a point where it's kind of a turn off. Like, okay, whatever. Like, yeah, I'm a man. That's going to trigger some shit. Okay, whatever. What else you got? Like, what else is it to this? Because I don't want to be stuck in the I'm a man idea, because that means you can't go above that. It means you can't think past that. And then it just means that you're going to succumb to your lower chakras by default because you're a man, and that's not true. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it gets to a place where I start to recognize how sex is being used to market to me, or how sex is being used to trigger me, or how sex is being used to distract me. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I mean by having a dumbed down effect. Like for me, I'm starting to piece it together and see like, this is, okay. So if you want to get what you want, you use sex to get what you want. And the men do it too. But I'm not talking about men. I'm just talking about from my perspective, how over the years, decades, that sex sells, and then you see all the different areas where it's selling and being used to sell something. It started to kind of get dumb. You know what I'm saying? It started to get dumb. Is everything sexy? Is everything sexual? You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I would like to have a space in my life where I can just explore that, but I don't want every time I turn around for something to be, pitched or sold to me or marketed to me through the lens of sex or sexuality. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's also part of the whole dumbed down situation, where if I can get y'all to focus on physical things, you don't look past that. And unfortunately, there are a lot of people who can't look past the physical. What they see is what they see, and they can't get past that. So, again, this is just something that kind of begs the question of how has it affected you? Has it made you more sexual? In some ways, I feel like, it's kind of made me a little bit more sexual because of the visuals that I've intaken. I'm just talking about like just regular everyday living. You know what I'm saying? Just the different places you see it. So there's always turn-ons. So as men, we have to find those. We have to see those turn-ons and then actually wrangle them and manage them. So we have to practice not being triggered. So yeah, that could be part of the dumb down effect too, where we know we have to manage that because it's being thrown at us. So we know we got to manage our sexual urges. We know we got to manage our impulses. We know when we're in a room full of women, we have to manage ourselves in a certain way. We got to carry ourselves a certain way. We have to handle the energy a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Because sex will trigger a man. It does. It has. It always does. It always does. It always does. Now, I'm not sure if this is the same for women, but for men, definitely. Definitely. And so now you see an onslaught of just sexism or sexuality being thrown in men's faces, and we really can't do much about it. We got to accept it. But we also have to learn how to manage it, too, because it's going to hit our impulses sooner or later. You may not like this group of chicks shaking their asses, or you may like this group of chicks that's very, very sexy, but you may like this group of chicks shaking their ass, or this group of chicks that's sexy. Either way, the urge is going to hit you. If it misses you here, it'll catch you over here, So that's something we actually have to put our efforts into. And sometimes, again, for me, it has a reverse effect sometimes. Sometimes it turns me off, actually. So, Yeah, that's just my little 2 cents. I know, I'm just talking my little craziness. Ain't nobody listening to me. But I appreciate y'all for coming here and listening to me and checking me out, man. And tuning in to another episode of Shop Talk 7. Get this the R&B Thursday nights. Make sure y'all tune in Mondays through Fridays, man, right here on my radio Chicago from 7 to 9 p.m. And catch Shop Talk 7, okay? Every Tuesday and Wednesday, man. Tuesdays, R&B Tuesdays with the boy Smooch Wallace, Nanette, a.k.a. Barnett, man, and the homeboy Ron Reed from the VNO podcast, man. VNO what you know, man. Shout out to the crew. And then tune back in on Wednesday nights for Reckless Wednesdays, where the crew comes back. We got Smooch, we got Nanette, we got Ron, and they'll tell her who else gonna pop up. And they're bringing you the Recklessness, man, on Wednesday nights, and it's crazy. Crazy. Always have a great time with them. Always have a great time with them. So you too, you should as well. Make sure you tap in as well. And of course, me on Thursdays. So make sure you tap in with me on Thursdays. You catch me on bottle service doing split duties. So you see me on bottle service. Tap in with the bro, man. Shout out to the bro, Bel Air Bibbs. Shout out to Shy Blizz. Shout out to Robin E from the Pillow Talk podcast. Shout out to Aqua the Vibe, man. Aqua made us these dope ass masks that I can't wait to show y'all because she crochets. She crochets like Aqua crochet. She don't fuck around. She made us some masks and they're so dope. So I'm definitely gonna show y'all those coming up soon. And also a shout out to the girl Kiki, man. Kiki the cocktail. Shout out to Kiki Cocktails, man. She shake it up, we drank it up, man. So shout out to the homegirls and shout out to the whole crew at Bottle Service, man. Shout out to Robin. I say Robin. I did say Robin, right? Yeah, I did. Shout out to Robin, of course, and everybody else on the Pillow Talk podcast. Shout out to Rachel L. Gary, BHC Network, man, coming our way. CEO, State of Mind, man. Make sure y'all tap into the whole network. Got some big things going on, man. Big things going on. So shout out to the girl, Rachel L. Gary, and catch her every, I think, Thursday. Is it Thursday or Wednesday? I think it's Thursday. It's Thursday or Wednesday? I think it's Thursday. I want to say Thursday. Don't quote me. But make sure y'all tap into Rachel L. Gary right here on my radio Chicago, man. All right? Hey, we finna get up out of here, okay? I'm your boy, Get This D. Once again, man, I love y'all. I will talk to y'all next week. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow night for the homeboy Cypher Sick 43rd coming your way, man, tomorrow for Review Friday. So y'all tap in with the bro, man. Send y'all music in. Send y'all music in. All right, we're hitting y'all with the Patrice O'Neal 30 scale. All right, so send your music in, man. We're going to give it a review, man, and hope you're ready for the honesty and the criticism, man. It ain't always good. It ain't always bad either, but send your music in, man. We're going to see what's going on, okay? But outside of that, man, I love y'all once again. I appreciate y'all, and we finna get up out of here, man. Let's get the vibes going, man. Shout out to the girl Nanette. Company, boy, this is my shit right here. Listen to them background vocals. Listen to them background vocals on this, man. Shop Talk 7, get this R&B Thursday nights, man. Peace.
I need a distraction. I need you to ease my mind. I need a distraction. Can't keep this shit on my mind. I need you just for the day to make this pain go away. I need anything but the what I've been thinking. I need anything but the what I've been thinking. Yeah, I want you to release me. I want you to make me feel so good. I want you to take my mind with you. I just want you. I need some company. Can you put my mind at ease? I need some company. I don't care about the speed. Boy, be my company.